Ripping for Rutschman's. Back at it again, this time with another VR from Mark's Dodgers Cards. He had 330 subs. Congratulations. I'm sure he's at 330 billion by now. Great channel. Got a lot of vintage. He has a lot of great Sandy Koufax cards. I saw him doing a video on that. He wants us to talk about players that are from our favorite team that are Hall of Very Good. And so that's what I will do. And he also wants us to shout out some other channels that have been around for 3 years or under. But before we do that, since Mark is a big Sandy Koufax guy like myself, here is 1962 strikeout leaders. We got Sandy there. We got Don Drysdale, Stan Williams, Jim O'Toole. Shout out Rob Cash Cards on that one. I believe he's also been under 3 years, so that'll be one of them there. And then we got a 2021 Prism Sandy. Love these cards. Great looking cards. Gotta lift that one up. All right. And then 1967 to 1966 pitching leaders got Bob Gibson, Gaylord Perry, Juan Marichal, and of course the man, Sandy Koufax. So there you go. That's the back of it right there. Pretty cool. And of course, got to throw in a little Fernando Valenzuela there for Mark. 82. Very nice. And of course, 82 tops in action. Steve Garvey. Love those in action cards. Really cool. There's the career highlights. Shout out to Ken. Ken's Cardboard. I believe he's a big Garvey fan. And check this out. 1966, 1965 VRA leaders. Sandy, Juan Marichal once again, and Vern Law. So there you go. Only for $5. Great deal. Can't beat that. And then from 1963 tops, the old more floating heads. Don Drysdale, I guess, took it that time. But then there's Sandy and Bob Gibson as well. Pretty cool. Shout out Redneck Card Collector. I believe he just was commenting on my comment on one of his videos. I believe he's a Cardinals fan. So there you go. But anyway, some more Sandy for you there. Can never have enough Sandy Koufax cards, if you ask me. So anyway, now we'll get into the 3 years. Also got to give a shout out to my man Vickers 410. I believe he's been around 3 years. And then Druid Clean Cheap Shots. Vickers, Kevin Vickers, he's a Baltimore guy. Shows a lot of good modern. And then if you want the vintage, you got to go to Drew. And he does a good job with the modern. And Druid Clean Cheap. And he mixes in some other stuff too. But then Druid Clean Cheap Shots. And Vickers has some great giveaways. Vickers 410. Clean Cheap Shots. Drew. Awesome vintage. So many great stories about the players, the men behind the cards, as he says. And, so I'm trying to think who else under 3 years. Rob Cash Cards. Shouted him out earlier. So there you go. That's 3. Anyway, so here's some Hall of Very Good. We got Adam Jones, the Diamond King himself. Now he's an executive for the O's. Pretty cool. And Adam Jones, 5 times All-Star, 4-time Gold Glove, and a Silver Slugger award winner. 32.6 WAR. Might not be enough, but we'll see. Hopefully he can get in. And there's another Adam Jones All-Star card right there. Very nice. And then we've got him on the Allen and Ginter. Pretty cool. So that's a little on Adam Jones. And then we've got Steve Finley, won the World Series with the Diamondbacks. Shout out Big Wes. Now this guy here on the 90 Leaf. Don't have too many of these. Pretty cool. Got to get the Frank Thomas and the Griffey. But anyway, there he is, Steve Finley on the 90 Leaf. And I think he's got a pretty convincing case. 44.2 WAR. He was drafted in the 13th round. 2-time All-Star, World Series champ, 304 home runs and 320 stolen bases. So, yeah, you don't have, not too many people that can steal 300 and hit 300. So, Pretty cool right there. And then, last but not least, we got Fred Lynn. This is the 87 Donruss. Maybe it's a team set card. I'm not sure what this is. Oh, opening day. That's what it is. Went to USC, fight on. I think Fred Lynn, he's got a good case. Rookie of the Year, 4-time Gold Glove. American League Championship MVP, All-Star MVP. Won a batting title. MVP award winner. And, 9-time All-Star, 50.2 WAR for Fred Lynn. So, to me, he's should be in the Hall. Here's a Sport Flicks of Fred Lynn. Very cool right there. And, yeah, so anyway, that's it. Quick, easy video. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Like, comment, subscribe.